This is True Buds, that Mary Jane, now we ain't new to this. For my stoners and for my cannabis enthusiasts, never heard a show as good as this. Yeah, number one, it's the best, bringing in many special guests in the industry of cannabis. Business owners to growers, even artists you know of. So sit back and just roll up, the perfect show for my smokers. True Buds.
Honestly, man, it's really well done, and I love weed. You know what I mean? And I love to hear from people who smoke and are really and who still have the ability, you know what I'm saying, like to do whatever it is and really do work. You know what I mean? Because it's like we heard forever and ever. Like what it is. Like smoke weed, like you're a bum. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But it's like no, it ain't really. It's like that person who. It's like the person who falls victim to that was already a bum. You know what
Dude,
I'm saying?
you took the words right out of my mouth.
Right.
I think like laziness is kind of a gene almost.
Right,
like you're saying,
yeah.
dude, it's just gonna either way. Yeah.
It
Magnifies. Yeah.
That's real talk, man. That's real talk. And yeah, I appreciate you having me, man, because it's like it's a weird thing, but a bunch of my creativity, man, has been it's been due to weed. Like honestly, as much as and that's typical, but when I look back on it, I'm like, oh fuck, yeah, I made this idea like when I was high, or or doing like the come down. You know what I'm saying? That's when I had my best ideas.
Oh,
honestly.
really? Okay.
So yeah, it's really cool, man. It's really cool.
That's interesting that it's during when it's kind of coming off that you're like, oh, okay.
Right. Yeah, because for me, it's like a process, right? So basically, it's like work, and so working a lot. You know what I'm saying? I get kind of like pent up or whatever. So take a hit or two, you know what I'm saying? And then at that point, it's like, oh, it's like when it's a peak. At that point, I'm too turned up, like to be creative. You know what I mean? I'm too like, oh my God. But then when it wears off a bit, it just all I don't know, man. It comes, man. It all comes. And it's like, oh, it's right there. I'm just like, ooh, I want this idea. I'll take this idea out the air. You know what I'm saying? And then it may be like, the day after that, I'll work on it. You know what I'm saying? But it all comes in that moment.
This is True Buds, that Mary Jane, now we ain't new to this. For my stoners and for my cannabis enthusiasts, never heard a show as good as this. Yeah, number one, it's the best, bringing in many special guests in the industry of cannabis. Business owners to growers, even artists you know of. So sit back and just roll up, the perfect show for my smokers. True Buds.